My grandma told me keep my feet, said I do it every day. Yeah. Cause all these niggas fake, so cheap. Yeah, I see it every day.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell button, and hit that like button. If you like this video, talking about what it is to be Bellz approved, you know what I mean? What is Bellz approved? So by the end of this video, you should be able to know what is Bellz approved, why did I start it, when did I start it, you know, why you should be want to be a part of it, and so much more. Make sure you stay to the end of the video where I give you a couple bonus tips and secrets on why I wanted to be Bellz approved and why it helped me so much in my life. So I do have a notebook just to, you know, jot down some ideas and stuff that I had, and I'm just going to refer from it. But without further ado, let's get into this video. So the first question I got to start is, of course, what is Bellz approved? Bellz approved is many things, a tree full of many branches, but to basically sum it up, it's a path or lifestyle that you choose to live by and follow to help you live basically the lifestyle that you desire, help you achieve the goals and dreams that you want to achieve. You know what I mean? It gives you motivation, dedication, it gives you guidance, understanding, you know, it gives you a lot of the intangible things that you need in business, but also in life. You know what I mean? I think that it just gives you that sense of, you know, reassurance to know that you are enough, that you can become something, and that you are capable of anything, you know what I mean? And a lot of people ask, like, who are you to say that I'm approved? Because if you don't know, I go by the name Bellz, you know what I mean? But people who know my brand know that that's not what it stands for at all, you know? Bellz approved is something that I started, let's take it way, way back. So when I first started, you know, my brand, it wasn't something that, I'm not even gonna lie, it was supposed to be for everybody. Bellz approved was not supposed to be something that I wanted to include, you know, certain people in. It was kind of for myself. It was a way for me to be able to start a new chapter in my life, let's put it that way. It was able for me to understand that I can become whatever I want to become and not depend on other people, but really decide that it's my journey, my path, my lifestyle that I gotta choose to live, you know what I mean? So when I first started, I think I was like in, I want to say between senior year and my freshman year of college, you know, because I was, you know, trying to find my way and really own in on who I want to be, you know what I mean, and what did I want to do, and what was my dream lifestyle, you know, what was my purpose, what was my why. It was just the year of questions, you know what I mean? Like, I think everyone has that year of questions within their senior year and their freshman year, because that's when you really truly have to decide, like, hey, I'm a grown up, what do I need to do, and I need to find out fast. And for me, I just didn't know exactly what I wanted to do in my life. Growing up, I wanted to play basketball. And again, I'm going to talk a lot into the situation with basketball, why that didn't work out for me, you know, and why it became the sense of the best, worst thing that ever happened to me. So I want you guys to stay tuned. Again, stay to the end of the video where I explain a little bit more into that. But back to the old process of Bellz approved, you know, like, I think that it started off as really, truly just a thing, you know, like, just like everything else, something that I wanted to try and begin to, you know, let it change me, let it grow. And I think that when I didn't put so much emphasis on what it meant and what it is, I think that's what made it kind of blossom into what it wanted to become, you know. It's like when you force things, it doesn't work in that sense. So for me, I think that starting off, I just didn't know where Bellz approved was going to go, what I was going to do. You know, I just knew that I had this brand, I had a logo. No, at the time, I didn't even have a logo. I just had the name Bellz approved, you know what I mean? And I was like kind of making logos on my computer, and this is when I really didn't know what I was doing. I was just getting feedback, you know, asking different people what did I think, and just kind of just promoting my brand, you know, promoting myself, you know, without even realizing it. And I think that that was the best part, was that it was authentic, it was true to me, it was just, you know, it was special, you know. And I think that over time I'm going to talk about how I kind of got away from what it meant to be Bellz approved to me, and I kind of started caring too much about my target audience, caring about other people, and then again with Bellz approved, it's all about what you make of it. You know what I mean? It's your journey, you know. It's your lifestyle, your goals. It's yourself. It's approving yourself. You know. I think that for me, I wanted other people approval growing up, and I know other people probably had that feeling or feeling like, you know, I wanted someone else to, you know, give me the okay to say that I'm able to do things and stuff like that. And I think that when I said Bellz approved, it just brought back that, you know, this is me, you know, this is what it means to me. And over time, people started putting their own definition, their own, you know, lingo, their own terms on what it is to be Bellz approved, and they, you know, formed it to their lifestyle. And that's what I love. I love hearing other people's point of view on what dreams and goals that they have. You know, how do they want to walk their path? You know, some people may only want $50,000 for their brand and their lifestyle and the things that they want to live. Some people want $100 million for their brand, their lifestyle, and how they want to live. It's all up to you, you know. And I think that for the most part, people need to understand that they need that self-awareness, that self-acceptance, and self-approval to understand that they can achieve anything and they can become anything. And for me, I think that I started to begin the process of self-acceptance when I created Bellz Approved, because I was so, you know, afraid at a point in time of what other people thought of me, of what my brand was going to be, you know. And I think that it gave me that, you know, badge of confidence, like, you know what, I'm rocking me, you know, I'm rocking what it is to be successful, you know what I mean, I'm rocking what it is to be fly, you know. And just having that kind of encouragement, you know, to be like, you know what, I can become something, you know, I can do the things that I want to do. And it just grew, you know. I think that it was the best thing that ever happened to me on accident, you know. I never knew that I was going to be a coach. I never knew that I was going to create a clothing line. I never knew that I was going to have a brand that was going to motivate people. I just knew that I was special. I knew that I was misunderstood. I knew that I had a voice. I knew that I had a purpose. And I knew that I wanted to help people. So that was just the thing that I felt like, the things that I knew. You know, creating Bellz Approved, creating the acronym, understanding the logistics of running a business, none of that stuff came easy to me, nor did I think about any of those things when I started this business. I just thought that I love my brand, I love what it stands for, I love my message, my purpose, and my why, and I'm just going to spread that positivity and that, you know, enlightenment to other people and hope that it resonated with them, and it did. So I think that when you're starting off with something, especially your path, you got to know your purpose and your why. But don't get too caught up in the logistics of it all, because when you do, you think that you know everything and more things are going to come. It's like every time I think that I got everything understood and I think I know everything about my niche business, my brand, my purpose, my why, it seems like more and more things get added on. It gets deeper and deeper, more complex. You know, it just brings too many tables turn and etc, etc. So I'm just realizing that you need to start, go on the fly, and just do things. Just do it. Start it, begin, go through the trenches, go through the fire, and learn as you go. Because when you contemplate and you try to plan everything out and think that you're going to learn everything right then and there, you're not. You just need, again, and I'm a testimony to this. This is one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about today. Today is the day that I decided to change my life. Today is the day I decided to begin the Bellz Approved path and really stay on it, you know. I think sometimes we begin to do things and we say we're going to do things, we decide we're going to do things, and we start and then we stop, and we start and we stop, and we get complacent and we kind of, you know, procrastinate on the things that we desire. And to me, I think that I'm the biggest testimony of that, because I have something so amazing, so great, and I let other people and I let my fears and my phobias and everything else stop me from achieving the things that I want to do, when I'm being a contradicting and understanding that my brand is all about those things, you know. And it's just funny, the irony that you can be your own worst enemy. You know, you can be the person to stop you from being successful. And I think that for everybody, they need to realize what their purpose is, what their why is, what they want to do. And don't be afraid to start. Don't be afraid to care about what other people think, you know? So getting back to, you know, what it is to be Bellz Proof and why did I start it. And I think that overall, you know, I never thought it would be this, but I'm happy at, you know, what I've created and what it is to be Bellz Approved. And just again, if you're still kind of misunderstood on all of it, it's a philosophy, it's a lifestyle, it's a guide to follow in your brand as social media, but also your daily lives and understanding how to be beloved, you know, how to be elite. And these are the acronyms of Bellz, you know, how to be loyal, how to be legit, and how to have zeal or passion or zealous, you know what I mean? And understanding that those fundamentals and the putting your anxiety on the back burner and understanding, you know, you're going through the trenches, going through that path. These are the things that makes up the value of Bellz Approved. It's just giving you that reassurance, that confidence, that day-to-day motivation to understand that you can do it, you know? Why? Because you're approved, you know? You approve yourself. You understand your purpose. You understand what you're capable of. Nobody else. Never let somebody put a ceiling on your goals, you know what I mean? Because I guarantee everybody who's became something had those friends, family members, cousins, aunties, guy from across the street try to put a ceiling on them, including myself. So many people told me I couldn't become something. So many people was like, why would you want to create a clothing line? Who are you to teach people? Who are you to have a brand about motivating people? Who are you to do X, Y, and Z and 1, 2, 3? And over time, you tend to get numb to it, but then you can't always get too numb to it. You gotta have that sense of balance of understanding and getting that feedback from people, but also being numb to it and not letting it dictate how you make your next move, dictate how you make your content, and dictate how you, you know, live your path and how you walk the things that you want to do. You know, I think that you gotta have a sense of, you know, ear to the streets and to the social media, but not be in the streets and not into the social media. You know what I mean? Not into all the drama, not into all the fads and stuff like that. Stay in your own lane, but then still be able to connect with your audience and give them that time of day, peace of mind, and to let them know that they can come to you for advice, for feedback, and also you accept what they have to say, that you couldn't be who you are if it wasn't for the feedback and growth of the people that been with you since day one. And I just want to say, anybody who's been rocking with Bellz Approved since day one, thank you. Thank you for being able to keep me accountable. Thank you for being able to, you know, humble me and give me that confidence to know that I can become anything, that I'm helping you and giving you value, and y'all give me so much value. Like, so many people, you know, say they want to buy my shirts or tell me that what I'm doing is changing their lives and helping other people. And that's all I truly wanted, was something that I think that could resonate with a lot of people, not everyone, but a lot of people, and be able to also give people that confidence and that approval for themselves to say, like, you know what, not even me, not their idol, not anyone could give them that approval, that stamp of acceptance, you know what I mean? Because no one deserves that power. No one deserves to give you that okay that you are what they are, you know what I mean? Or you, if they say that you're going to become this, then you're going to become this. Fuck that. You know, that's stupid. You know what I mean? Only you know your ceiling. Only you know what you are capable of. And the only person that you can count on and really depend is yourself. So the bonus thing to me is, I think that was self-awareness. When you're going through this Bellz Approved journey, when you're going through being an entrepreneur, you got to have self-awareness. You got to understand your worth, understand yourself, and understand what do you want to get out of this. You know what I mean? Don't care too much about what other people think. What do you want to get? How do you want to get to point A to point B? What do you want to become? What things that you want to achieve? What goals do you want to hit? You know? And I think that self-awareness can help you with all of those things. And the secret that I wanted to say was, growing up, I wanted to play basketball. I thought basketball was my life. I thought that basketball would change my life. I thought it was going to be in my end-all, be-all. And as you can see, I'm not really playing basketball anymore. And no, it's not my end-all, be-all, nor is it changing my life at this point in time. You know what I mean? But I say that basketball was the best, worst thing that happened to me because I realized that all the mistakes that I made in basketball, all the problems, all the things that I loved about basketball and hated about basketball, I took those values, took those lessons, and took the things that I learned from those things, and I put it towards my business. I put it towards my journey of being Bellz approved. I put it towards the things that I want to accomplish and my goals and my dreams. So I think that even though Bellz approved was stemmed from not being able to do basketball, I think that they can join together in the sense of all my passions is within that. You know, I love being an entrepreneur and I love basketball. I love that I'm tenacious, dedicated, and I'm a go-getter. Same thing on the basketball court. So I think that even though you think that one thing was supposed to change your life, this was supposed to be the job or the career or the type of thing that you was going to do to change your life, you gotta understand that life gives you tosses and turns. You know what I mean? You may think that this was supposed to be for you and it just wasn't, you know? So I think that what I've learned is you don't ask questions, you just kind of just go with the flow. Understand what you want and then let it happen, you know? Let it foresee it, speak into existence. I speak on law of attraction and speaking things into existence and understanding how, like, if you put momentum in something and it's going to reflect back and come back to you, and if you're stagnant on something, then it's going to be stagnant towards you. Whatever you put into something, that's where you're going to get out. That sense of motion, that sense of patience, that sense of, you know, action is what's going to cause a reaction to the things that you need in your life, you know? So I think that speaking things that you want into existence and understanding your goals and having self-awareness. I think that if you don't get anything from this video is, first, Bellz Approved is for you. It's made for you. It's your journey, your lifestyle, things that you desire. The second thing is self-awareness. Self-awareness is the most important thing. Third thing is being comfortable with being uncomfortable. Understanding that you can't control every piece of your life. You can't control everything that happens and that things are just going to happen. You know, you just kind of have to foresee it and kind of just work through it and go through the trenches. And the last thing that I think is, for me and for everyone, is just start, begin. Understand that everything is not going to work itself out right then and there. You have to go through that fire. You have to go through the fails. You have to go through bad videos and no followers and you know, being bad in basketball and football and track and whatever else that you do. You have to go through that learning dip to be able to be successful, because everybody goes through it. Everyone goes through a point, but everyone who's successful started, and they begin and they work their ass off. So I'm going to say that I'm going to end this video off with, please let me know if you understand what it is to be Bellz Approved. Comment below, please, and make sure that you put your emphasis on what you think Bellz Approved is. The second thing is, what does self-awareness mean to you? You know, how does self-awareness benefit you? How do you think that you relate to that? Another thing is, do you think that basketball or something of that nature, or the sense of the first thing that you were passionate about, are you okay that it wasn't the thing that you wasn't meant to do? You know what I mean? Are you okay with the fact that this thing that you were passionate about is not your main focus, but you still can be passionate about it? You know what I mean? Comment below that. And the last thing is, what kind of videos would you like me to post? I want to really get into social media more. I want you guys to learn more about me. I've been through so much, and I know what you're thinking, guys, like, who is this guy to give me motivation and stuff? And I think that my experiences, the things that I've been through, the things I've seen and done and just understood within my business and within life is my testimony. You know, if you only knew, stay tuned. That's all I can say. Just keep watching my videos and learn more about me, and I hope that I can resonate and be transparent and be authentic with you guys, and I hope that we can grow together, you know. Again, make sure you subscribe, like, show me some love. Make sure you check out my Instagram. It's going to be Bellz the Gemini. I'm going to make sure I put it in the description. And without further ado, my
Grandma told me keep my feet, said I do it every day. Yeah, I do it every day. Cause all these niggas fake, so cheap. Yeah, I see it every day.